Hi friends, welcome to part 3 of a series that I'm doing about why you may or may not be attracting signs of a certain element. Air signs are up today. So I want to also preface this with, please read the disclaimer that I will put in the post, and let's dive in. When you think of air signs, or when I think of air signs, I think of something that cannot be captured, something that is free and flowing and essential for living. I think of logic, I think of ideas, I think of communication, I think of connection. So if you find yourself surrounded by air signs or someone who has tons of air in their chart, it may be a sign to you, or maybe you need to tap into your curiosity. Maybe you're not allowing yourself to explore enough, allowing yourself to dive into those ideas that you have that pop up in your head that you don't really give the time of day to. All of these things are very air sign-like. Another important quality of air signs that maybe you need to take a look at in yourself is that they don't cling to things. They're very, they can practice healthy detachment. So maybe that's something that you're struggling with. Maybe you're struggling to let feelings flow through you, or let thoughts flow through you, or not attach to something and, and cling to it. So that might be something that being surrounded by air signs is signaling to you. Air signs are students of life. They move and they sway with life. They flow. So if maybe you're someone who's a little more stubborn, a little more like in the ground, you dig your heels in when you have an opinion, which air signs do, but for the most part, the quality of the element air, symbolizes this objectivity, this flowing with how things go, and just seeing how things go without a plan necessarily. So that might be something that you should try or explore. Another thing about air signs is they aren't afraid to ask questions. They aren't afraid to seek answers and ask questions. So that could be something that is being brought to your attention. Maybe you're shying away from expressing your ideas and expressing your questions, or shying away from really digging into knowledge and digging into research and finding these answers that could really help you live a happier, fuller, more well-rounded life. Air signs are interested in the why. So maybe it's that you're not stopping to ask the why. And the whys are important to some extent. So that could be something. Another thing that being surrounded by air signs may be signaling to you is that you need to be more communicative with your needs, with your emotions, with your feelings, with your ideas, and with what's going on with you. So if you're someone who struggles with communication and you find yourself surrounded by air signs, or maybe you're someone who other people tell, well, I don't really get what you're saying, or something like that, other people are struggling to understand you. Maybe that's an area of your life that you need to dive into. You need to figure out what's going on. Why am I having trouble communicating my needs? Why am I not feeling as though I can speak, or not feeling heard? Air signs are also the biggest jokesters. Their ability to not take things seriously can be so healing. And it's interesting to say that because honestly, there's so much serious and heavy and burdensome things in the world, that being able to laugh at yourself and being able to make jokes and find things to laugh at in the world, it's so important. So maybe that's something that you need to tap into. Are you laughing enough each day? Are you embracing your childish, not take things seriously side? Because that can be really cathartic, especially for people who are so focused on, accomplishing their goals, so steady and so focused on security, and so, intense with everything that they do. Being lighthearted is a skill that you can teach yourself. You just have to figure out ways to incorporate breathing consciously, and meditation and journaling, and find ways to relax yourself, which is all very important. These are all air sign concepts that can appear when you interact with air signs in your life. Another interesting and important thing about air signs is the social aspect, the social dynamic of them. They are very, very focused on connecting and relating and understanding others. So if you find yourself surrounded by tons and tons of air signs, that could be something that is being brought to your attention for you to work on, or something that is being brought to your attention that could help enhance the quality of your life, learning how to communicate and learning how to relate, and studying and observing how you relate and connect to others, and how that is being reflected in the quality of your personal relationships. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will be back next time, and then that will be the conclusion of the series. So I hope you're enjoying these videos, and they're little snippets, little fun, lighthearted content. So I hope you enjoy these.